The real deal, Titus O'Neil, hopping on board here in promotion of WWE Live, coming to Cross Insurance Arena this Saturday, March 25th at 7:30 p.m. down in Portland. It's not often WWE comes up to Maine, but when it does, you can guarantee it's going to be a good time. Titus, why is it always so great when WWE comes into town and puts on one of the best shows out there?
We take pride in being the most fan-friendly, family-oriented form of entertainment out there, and there's literally something for everybody's taste on the entire show. For those that love women's wrestling, you'll get women's wrestling. For those that love hard-hitting, heavy, sometimes street fights, you'll get that at times. And for those that like just like to be entertained overall. Little little jokes every once in a while, you get that as well. It's literally like going to a circus. You can see, the big people, the little people, the guys that are in the cruiserweight division that are amazing athletes and do some really cool stuff. And then you'll see guys like Big Show or myself that, we don't really come off the top rope, but we're definitely big enough to make an impression on some people.
Well, Titus, I've seen you enough times to know that you bring your fair share of entertainment as well. Right now, you're pushing the Titus brand. I got to admit, man, you've been a little cranky in 2017. I don't know if the Titus brand's working for you, but what is it all about, and what can Mainers expect the Titus brand will bring to this particular show?
Well, the Titus brand is about being the most multifaceted, multi-dimensional entertainer on the roster, I look good, I dress good, I go out there and I perform good, and if you look good, they pay good. And if they pay good, that means you're playing good. So I'm going out there to try to play good each day, every time I go out there, and kind of just be the most well-rounded, WWE superstar out there, both inside and outside of the ring. It doesn't matter what character I'm playing as far as a good guy or a bad guy. My goal, each week is to go out and be the best representation, first and foremost of myself, but also as an entertainer in the WWE, be the best representation as a WWE superstar. So that's what the Titus brand is about, being professional, doing things that really make what I think a WWE superstar should be.
Well, you are a great representation of the WWE brand, let alone the Titus brand. You do dress good, but you also are one to put yourself out there with the community service. You're a man of faith, the 2015 Mega Celebrity Dad of the Year. In an industry that is just so crazy, where you're on the road all the time, you're constantly putting your body at risk to entertain fans, how do you find time to always pay it forward and make sure that you're ensuring that all of the WWE fans, especially those with like Make-A-Wish and other charitable ventures, how do you ensure that they're getting the best of Titus O'Neil?
I enjoy it. Some people don't enjoy it. Majority of our roster, they enjoy having an opportunity to give back, because most of us have stories that we came from nothing, or we came from certain situations, or we've had to deal with certain life situations like breast cancer or pediatric cancer, or the list goes on and on. Or we have members that have served in the military. Those things are near and dear to me, because those people, growing up from me, made an investment in me. There were people that made an investment in me that had nothing to gain in return. I come from a single parent home, fatherless home. Was labeled, a guy that would be a failure. I've literally beaten all those odds, and I was able to beat all those odds because I had people that invested in me and saw something in me enough to the point where it was important enough to them to take their time, their money, their resources to ensure that I had an opportunity to be successful. So for me, every day I wake up is an opportunity for me to give that same energy and effort that people put into making me a success into others.
Well, I'd certainly say you overcame all those odds stacked against you, and I think that's pretty admirable that you're able to pay it forward in that way. You talk about overcoming odds. Well, you were one heck of an athlete at the college level as well. College football player for the University of Florida, played in the Arena Football League as well. Now, I'm the sports director over at ABC 7 and Fox 22, so I got to ask you a sports question here because I know you're still a big sports fan. I'm going to say it. Tim Tebow, all right? Former Gator himself, playing for the New York Mets right now. What do you think about him crossing over? Just as you crossed over into a totally different sport, he's trying to do the same. What do you think about your fellow Gators' efforts?
Again, Tim is a very driven individual, a phenomenal athlete, and he's another one that, I not only am proud to say he's a Gator, I'm proud to say he's a friend. He's a guy that he gets it. He takes his platform and he uses it to the highest level to help increase awareness and bring joy to people's lives all over. And he's not ashamed to exude his faith. He's not pushing it on anyone. He's not pushing any agenda except for the love of Christ. That's it within him. And him making this transition over to baseball, there are a lot of people that, are critical of, why don't he just stick with this or stick with that? Well, that's kind of how you deal with things in the world. But as a person that's a competitor, even if it's just in business, you should never just be satisfied with doing one element of business. You should want to cross over to other elements of business and grow as an individual and push yourself, test yourself. And so I think it's very admirable what he's doing, and it's very good for both sides, both the Mets and baseball in general. Every sports organization, every entertainment organization needs every positive aspect of growth and what it means to be a good human being as possible, with all the negative stories that are out there, not only in sports and entertainment, but in politics as well. It would do a great service to the sport of baseball and to the Mets organization and for Tim Tebow to bring some light into this world that seems to have so many dark places right now.
WWE superstar Titus O'Neil looking through the mirror with a glass half full. He's going to be coming to Cross Insurance Arena in Portland this Saturday at 7:30 p.m. for WWE Live on the road to WrestleMania. I got to ask you lastly here, Titus, what can WWE fans be expecting from you at the Showcase of the Immortals, WrestleMania 33 in Orlando? We are just about a week and a half away, even less than that at this point. I'll be down there. I'm looking forward to it. But what can everyone else expect from the real deal, Titus O'Neil?
They can expect to see a definite, more aggressive side. I have a bit of chip on my shoulder, and I plan on exuding that each and every time I go out. And there's no better place to start than in Portland, Maine, and kind of work all the way up to WrestleMania and let people be on notice that, like, okay, all the laughing and joking is done and over with for a bit of time. I'm more concerned with showing people, the real competitive side of me and the real aggressive side of me that they haven't seen since I've been here. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most, and that's what I think WWE fans should be looking forward to the most, is seeing a more focused and more aggressive Titus O'Neil.